Welcome to Signal Iduna Park. Borussia Dortmund against Barcelona. Kylian Mbappe. Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 20, Sunil Chetri. Coming on the field is number 10, Mbappe. Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 6, Bellingham. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Messi.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung on this team sheet.
First name on the team sheet, you would think.
Yeah, and a player with a fantastic engine. I always think that...
Van Nistelrooy! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Yamal, and this is Van Nistelrooy. And this is Park Ji-sung, and he whips in across. Messi. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tries a shot! Costa Curta gets it clear. Park Ji-sung is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Yamal. Costa Curta. Nicely weighted ball, and he was quick to react. Yamal. Kukçu. And Yamal. And it's Kukçu. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Floated through, Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's really well manoeuvred. Park Ji-sung. Rijkaard. Now it's Kukçu. Messi. Looking for the run. Shot at goal! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He has done it. Barcelona are back in business. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's run loose here. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's fabulous. Climbs up big. Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, and there is the half-time whistle. Barcelona come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Not the most accurate pass. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Messi. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Yamal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. And that could set him on his way. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, well played, well played. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rijkaard. Some really good ball movement. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Messi. Goes for a shot! And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. White ploughing through the middle. It's a loose ball. Park Ji-sung. And this is Messi.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's made its way to him. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He can run onto that. Van Nistelrooy. Chance! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution on the field, number 10. Van
So,
Nistelrooy.
time for changes
Number
on both
18,
sides, actually.
Messi.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Number
Birmingham
17,
really can sense it now.
Mbappe.
This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Terrific header! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution on the field, number 19, White. Coming on to
So there's going to be
replace him
another
is
change here.
number
Change being made
21,
here,
Roberto
presumably to
Carlos.
tighten their defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his
And that's it. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Yamal taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
With the father of a boy in the green
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Atletico Paranaense against
Well,
Barcelona.
the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the finish! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And now he has two. It's Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Now it's Yamal, and he's managed to get free. Kvaratskhelia. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Busquets did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Luis Suarez, looking to play him in. Vinicius Junior has a look and plays it forward. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kvaratskhelia really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Spread neatly. Now that's well seen too. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Ball looks a good one. A lot shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Atletico Paranaense with the corner. They're first. Kvaratskhelia! And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Kvaratskhelia. No outsmarting him this time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely aimed pass. No, that's been intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we are back on the way. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. And here's Suarez. Smoothly does it. Oh, good-looking ball. Busquets did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, what a Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's quick to snatch it back. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. And he's worked it through. And he's running through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught. Big chance! And it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that could...
It's Luis Suarez! Great football, shot and save. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic. Kvaratskhelia! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So is this the start of a comeback? So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's made its way to him. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! He's going for goal! He should have put that one away.
Pedri really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Yamal with the short one. Has a shot! This is their second corner of the game. Cruyff. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Atletico Paranaense are looking to go forward now. He's in space and looking for options. Looking to go deep. Terrific header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Oh, super ball! Beraldo deals with that comfortably. Alexander-Arnold. That's that, the end. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
Security staff for each block.
So
Please
Jim, how do
report
you
to the
reflect
staff
on
room
what we've
immediately.
seen? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Wan-Bissaka will have a busy game here, I think. Okay, he might not be the best when it comes to contributing to the attack, but his strengths are what he does at the back. And when it comes to one-on-one situations, there aren't too many better.
Well, he has been described as one of the best one-to-one defenders, and that was really evident against the finest opposition. You can't forget, can you, how he helped to shut out probably England's most formidable side of the last decade, contributing to their dethronement back in 2020. Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mbappe attempts a clearance, and that has been cleared. Roberto Carlos. Hazard stood his ground strongly. Pinches it off him, threads one in. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Roberto Carlos. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He is through here. Played in. Header! Really well taken goal. Played out to the right. Now there's a fine ball. And Messi! Goal! Barcelona! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Played up towards the front line. And it's Messi. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Messi has it out wide and in space. Cross to the back post. And that's been repelled. Messi looking to add to his goal. And now the breakaway. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Added time.
Mohamed Salah. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nicely weighted ball. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Roberto Carlos. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's looking unstoppable! Very nicely done. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Messi. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Neymar ploughing through the middle. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Salah. He's gone for goal! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Hazard on a charge down the left. Chance to deliver. Cleared away. Nicked it back promptly. In again.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Barcelona leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Now it's Yamal. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Looking for the run. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this goal.
And the finish! And he's really put himself on the line here. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Hangs one. Vinicius Junior! And that's caused a worry or two. Gattuso. Raul. Kimmich. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. And the through ball. And this is Raul. And this chance! This time surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Raul, and shapes to shoot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that pass just didn't quite work. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Adams. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is... takes a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Kane brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bellingham. Half an hour played now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good-looking ball. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Bernardo Silva, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kane, played out wide.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Looking to play him in. Serginho. Bellingham. Zico. Bellingham is onto this. Aims beyond the defender. And a chance! And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So your views on the first half?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. And this is Raul. And that's another good win of the ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Kane. Knocks it into space. Ooh, just the goalkeeper to beat. Nice interception, well timed. Foden. Looking for options for movement. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Bale. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Can he get it through?
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's played forward. Well, that is one way to stop him. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Vinicius Junior. Number 47.
Bale.
Phil Foden. Number 4. Adams.
And it's Bale.
Number 8. Roberto Carlos. Coming on the
Zico
field.
is someone
Number
with
17.
real dynamite in his boots. He is through here.
Oh, really well played.
Number 9.
Nice control.
Johan Cruyff.
Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Number
Yet
23.
another interesting duel this.
Shot, surely!
Progress.
Bernardo Silva. Nicely aimed pass. That has been cut short. That's a lovely, neat pass. Distributed tidily. Foden. That is a brilliant interception. Costa Curta gets it clear. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Foden. Bale. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Busquets gets rid without sophistication. Bernardo Silva.
Added time.
Zico. That's the end. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus, and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, they've got it again. Sané. Now it's Scholes. Over to the left. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And it's White. This might spell danger. Great vision. Hazard. Oh, that's a key interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Fernando Torres.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb! A finish right from the top draw. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation.
Vitinha! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Now it's Hazard. Bernardo Silva. Sané, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Sané, and Sané! He's done very well to get to that.
Sané clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Foden. Now, can they get him away? Mendes gets over and intercepts. And it's Sané. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread it left. Vitinha. Played out to the left flank. And they can counter here. Foden. Played out to the right. He's in plenty of space here. And he's there to belt it away. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
There's the header! Ronaldo is flagged offside. Couldn't squeeze it through. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Marquinhos clears. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's travelling a long way. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Substitutions taking place.
Scholes is always looking to break lines. Sané, he is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Just eases him off the ball.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's the keeper's ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substitution in progress.
India are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
He's trying to hit the front line here. In with the challenge. Aimed beyond the defence, and it's been played through, and he's heaved it away. Pedri.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's taking no chances there. And that's it. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. consistently strong, and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. It's bounced back off the post. And it's Kukçu. Good running, strong and purposeful. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Kukçu.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And Bernardo Silva! And he's managed to get rid. And here's Yamal. And he plays one through. Shot a goal! He's got away with one there. Mbappe. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now this could be a chance. There's no flag. He's picked his way through. And that has been cleared. That pass has been... Well, he's going for goal! Off the post! And he thumps it clear. And he's there to clear it. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, it's come loose. Kukçu. Kukçu! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Driving forward. Olise. That looks a decent ball. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Aims beyond the defence. Yamal gets into a good position. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Martinez! Now that is commitment to the cause. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Foden goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. That'll be a throw. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Just a quick
To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. There's the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Foden. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kukçu really struggling to influence the game. And the shot! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That's good running with the ball. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Yamal. Pass is just off target. Oh, what has happened here? Messi, Yamal. Oh, that's... Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cleared without hesitation. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Can he get onto this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Tries to pass it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. It's a goal kick.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 14, Mbappe.
Both sides then taking this chance
10,
to turn to their
Messi.
benches.
Number 4, Adams. Number 19,
Azar.
Bernardo Silva.
And it's Owen.
Number 6,
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
number 20, number
Cruyff.
9, Johan Cruyff. Number
There's a
3,
sharp little ball here.
Pedro Bastón. Number 15, Pedri. Number 11,
Kukçu.
Daniel Carvajal.
Now it's Owen.
Substitution in progress.
Knocks it into space. Yamal. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Rijkaard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Still no way through. It's Azar! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Eder Militao gets it clear. Tries to play it through. Hangs in a... Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Cannavaro. Hazard. Chance, surely! He scored! And with that, he takes home the match ball. We knew what was coming, and that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
É desse jeito, é desse jeito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. É desse jeito, é desse jeito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. E mais um.
Camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz.
Camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Camisinha ruim, quase não satisfaz. Mas hoje eu tô vendo a falta que ela me faz. Como ficar rico se nós tem... Como ficar rico se nós tem pensão demais? Se eu vou lá no salvo me chama de pai, na igrejinha me chama de pai. Se eu